He actually have cat allergy, so we have to leave the home at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like, he cannot take the cats, so...
And in Toronto, in the airport, I lost my passport.
I have been traveling since last, say, 15 years.
So, 21 years old, from China, from Guangzhou. Oh, this is actually kind of like, it's okay for me, but it's definitely bad for my friends. I have a long-term friend. A couple months ago, he traveled to Europe, so we decided to do a road trip around West Europe, and so we did. We start from Berlin, which because I have 2 cats in my home, and I thought my friend would be fine for that. But he actually have cat allergy, so we have to leave the home at 3 a.m. in the morning. Like, he cannot take the cats, so we just decide to just go. And yeah, we drive like 6 hours all the way to Munich, from Germany to Italy, and then to France, and then Spain. And then going up, back to France again. And by Paris, there's something, yeah, it's actually kind of interesting. We also have another long-term friend, which is also from our elementary school, that we didn't meet for like 15 years. So we find a bar, we drinked a lot, and the first friend of mine getting so drunk that he just threw up and then just lay on the ground and smiling. And finally our Uber arrived and our driver helped him to get on the car, and we drive away. But like 10 minutes after, he started to throw up in a car. Like, he tried to avoid it. I can tell. He tell the driver to stop and open the door, but there's some at the doorway. So the Uber driver kicked us out. It was the middle of the night, and I called another Uber, and the Uber just saw him being so drunk, so the Uber refused to drive us. So I have to call another one, and then we finally jump in. I tell my friend to act normal, and he tried, but still he threw up again, and then we got kicked out again. And we were like 10 kilometers away from our Airbnb, and I called another Uber, and it just keep happening. So in conclusion, we got kicked out from Uber 5 times. 5 times. I spent, I don't know, like over 200 euro on Uber just because of that, just because of he's being that drunk. And he lost his wallet, he lost his phone, and at night he's begging me to find his phone and wallet. And somehow I'm able to find it back, which is, yeah, it's kind of crazy.
David, 40, Tarragona, Spain. Yeah, again, my best travel story was to Chiang Mai in Thailand. I didn't expect too much of Thailand, to be honest, when I went there, but when I arrived, I was impressed. The peace that you breathe, like, all so peaceful, the people very friendly with you. Yeah, we went to an elephant natural reserve. They have rescued elephants. We had a walk with them, and then we went to the river and we washed them, we gave them food, so that was very nice.
Nobi, 21, Bagnols-sur-Cèze, France. Yeah, I lived in Canada for a while, and I had to fly back to France. And I just had my birthday, so we drank a lot. The next day I had my flight. And I was so hungover. And in Toronto, in the airport, I lost my passport in the airport. And I was like, I didn't know, I didn't know what to do. And I waited, I don't know how many hours. But at the end, because I was underage, I was 16 at the time, the Air Canada, best company, they paid everything for me, like babysitter, they paid the hotel, food and everything, and paid me a flight back. Air Canada, best airline, really, I recommend. They took care of me, and I had a hotel room and one day more in Toronto with a person I didn't know, and we went shopping for her siblings, 7 siblings she had. She was from Uganda, and it was really, really funny, so unexpected, you know. And then, yeah, everything went well at the end, because I discovered that I can fly back to Europe without a passport, just a normal identification card. So that was a memorable story I had.
Okay, please like and subscribe this channel.
Rashmi, 67, from Mumbai, from India. I have been traveling since last, say, 15 years to different countries. I have seen Europe. I think 18 countries I have seen from Europe. And that was a very good experience of mine. Now, since my last 10 years, my son is settled in Germany. In Berlin, I am visiting him very often. I love to come to Berlin. Very beautiful city.
Charles Mbeva, 24 years old, Nairobi, Kenya. I have several, so I'm trying to figure out which one is the best one. My first time being in Melbourne, it was on the 2019 in September. So I remember I arrived in Melbourne on a Saturday, and then I was staying at my brother's place. So on a Sunday we walked together, and then on Monday he went to work, I remained alone. So I remember I told him, I just want to visit the city center. I didn't know anything, so I tried to look at the Google Maps. I didn't have any local lines, so no internet for me. So I tried to guess my way through around it. I found myself back at the airport without even knowing. So I boarded the tram thinking I'm going back home, but I found myself from where I arrived to. So I thought it was like, you need to go back home, but I said, nah, I'm staying. And that's why I think I love Melbourne more, because I kind of figured the city myself. I landed the hard way with no internet, no nothing, just the map work of how we do it before, and which for me I find it very thrilling to get lost and find your way back. It's the traveling for me.